Here are some great exercises to improve the postural imbalances of horse riders, while also strengthening their position and seat on the horse itself. Standing arm circles. Stand facing a mirror with your feet pointed straight ahead. Place your fingertips into the pad of each hand and point your thumbs straight out. This hand position is very important to the exercise being done correctly. It is also called the golfer's grip. Squeeze your shoulder blades together backwards and bring your arms out to your sides at shoulder level. With your palms facing downward, circle up and forward. With your palms facing upward, circle up and back. Remember to keep your feet straight and your shoulder blades squeezed together. This exercise promotes bilateral lumbar function through thoracic stabilization. Cats and dogs. Start on your hands and knees. Be sure that your hips are directly above your knees and that your shoulders are directly above your hands. Fingers should be pointed forward. For the cat position, pull your hips under, pull your head under, and push your upper back to the ceiling to round your back up high. For the dog position, roll your hips forward to put an arch in your back. Collapse your shoulder blades together and look up. Slowly move back and forth between the cat and the dog position. Remember to drop your shoulder blades together in the dog position. Exhale on cat and inhale on dog. This is the best exercise for bilateral flexion and extension of the spine. Standing gluteal contractions. Stand with your feet pointed straight and hip width apart. Squeeze and release your buttocks muscles. Do not contract your stomach muscles nor your thigh muscles. They should be totally relaxed. This exercise promotes proper weight distribution in a standing position. Sitting heel raises with pillow. Sit in the middle of a chair with your feet pointed straight ahead, around 4 to 6 inches apart. Place a pillow between your knees and apply gentle pressure inward, just enough to hold the pillow in place. Roll your hips forward to place an arch in your lower back and hold throughout the exercise. Lift your heels off the floor using your front hip muscles to generate the movement, and then lower them back to the floor. This exercise promotes bilateral primary hip flexion demand to transfer workload from lumbar spine to muscle of the hip and pelvis. Air bench. Stand with your back against the wall with feet and knees hip width apart and feet pointed straight. Walk your feet away from the wall while sliding your body down at the same time. You will be seated in an invisible chair with your knees bent to 105 degrees. Your hips are just slightly higher than your knees. Your ankles are slightly ahead of your knees. Your lower back should be completely flat against the wall. Your arms can hang down to your sides, or you can rest your hands gently on your lap. Keep the weight in your heels. Do not press forward on your toes. It is also very important that you do not do this exercise in socks, as you may slip. Do it either in athletic shoes or on a yoga mat. Supine foot circles and point flexes. Lie on your back with one leg extended and the other leg bent and pulled up toward your chest. Clasp your hands behind the bent knee. Keep the foot on the floor pointed straight up toward the ceiling and your thigh muscles relaxed. Circle the lifted foot one way for around 10 times. Then reverse direction for the same number. For the point flexes, bring the toes back toward the shin to flex, then reverse the direction to point the foot forward for again approximately 10 times. Switch legs and repeat. Clasp your hands behind the bent knee. Keep the foot on the floor pointed straight up toward the ceiling and your thigh muscles relaxed. Circle the lifted foot one way for approximately 10 times. Then reverse direction for the same number of repetitions. For the point flexes, bring the toes back toward the shin to flex. Then reverse the direction to point the foot forward for again approximately 10 times. This exercise promotes proper function of the lower leg muscles and encourages stabilization of the hip joint on the same leg.